Yo, what is up, guys? Just Rick here, and we're gonna be playing Super Meat Boy. I guess you could just say a platformer, which basically is one of the best platformers of my age, I guess you could say. Maybe over-exaggerating a little bit, but I gotta admit, this game plays so well, and I guess that's all I'm gonna say about that, because it's very hard to explain controls. And I should mention right at the start that this is not the first time I played this game, it's just the first time I bothered to record it. But I basically play this game, I guess you could say seasonally. I play this game like at least once a year, and it's kind of approaching the end of the year. I haven't played it, so really am feeling the need, the urge to play this game because it is so good, I gotta say. I should mention it's the first time I played it on PC. I got this game on Xbox, and I've been playing it like I got it, and it was the only game I've gotten on Xbox Live Arcade, and I played it like every time. They're like, hey yo, come play Black Ops. I'm like, dude, no, Meat Boy. And yeah, no, it is such a good game. Now, if it looks like I'm just decimating the stages, it's because of the fact that I've played it almost every year since then. Oh no, I knew where the place was, but I remembered not to do that. Anyway. As you guys can see, we are actually in a warp zone right now, which acts as a special like stage. No real difference to the actual gameplay itself, but you know, you get an extra stage that's different from the normal levels. Generally, those levels are a lot harder than what you find in the normal stage. This one, as you can tell, has no hazards. It's pretty easy. But you guys will see when we get further along that those warp zone stages are gonna be impossible to beat. Like some of them, were so frustrating because you actually have 3 lives when you do those, and I'm gonna go ahead and die here because that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go over here. We'll skip out on all the bandages, but just so we can get A+ ranks. Yeah, how you like that trick right there? Normal players wouldn't do that. Only vets. Only vets. I'm kidding. But anyway, as I was saying, those stages actually have, the warp zone stages actually have 3 lives to them. So if you die, obviously, oh shit. Obviously, I had to redo the stage. If you die 3 times in one stage, then you have to basically do the whole thing all over again. And I should mention that my least favorite obstacle in this game, there are many different ones. These are just the first ones, or the razor blades that they've introduced. These are just the first ones that really took me for a loop, man. I do not like the deteriorating blocks. Those are my least favorite, even to this day. I think my most hated thing, because I still haven't gotten a feeling on how to do those. As you guys can see here, we are actually playing a new character, aside from Meat Boy, which I gotta say, one of the key features that really isn't looked into very much is the fact that they have multiple characters, and I'm talking a ton of characters. You know, people forget that about this game, but right there we were playing Bit Trip Runner. Every character has like different skills. Super Meat Boy is the main character, obviously, and he has the quality of having that best speed. You guys can see how fast this dude is. Basically like Sonic. Okay, I'm gonna die. I want an A+ rank on all the stages. So if I do badly, like I'm doing right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and restart, which was good enough. But yeah, Meat Boy has the fastest speed, and so you know, obviously, if you want to do speed runs or if you want to do fast stuff, pick Meat Boy. And for the most part, in this playthrough, I'm going to be playing as Super Meat Boy. Don't be alarmed about other characters having skills like Bit Trip is just flying around and shit. Seems really broken, but again, it comes with the drawback that his jump is probably not as good, or he's obviously not as fast. Never have to worry about Meat Boy not being able to complete a stage. Every stage is designed so that Meat Boy can complete it. Although there are some certain things like bandages and I think some warp zones that you can't get with Meat Boy, in which case, you know, those are just bonus materials. Just pick another character that can do it, or at least can do it easier. But as far as the main game goes, Meat Boy can do pretty much anything. And I remembered that stage in particular. I should mention that these rotating things seem like they're random, but they are timed the same every time you start the level. So if you die, it's not like it keeps rotating, you know, at wherever it was when you died. They are reset, so there's nothing. Well, there's very little that's random about the stages themselves. There is a little bit of RNG in the game, which kind of frustrates some speedrunners, I bet. but those are mostly due in the monster AIs, and there are very select, and as far as I know, select stages that actually have monster AI. So haven't mentioned here, but I don't know if you guys can see it, that thing I just picked up. Okay, I wanted to show you guys and I forgot that was a deteriorating block, which again I have already mentioned is my least favorite freaking thing in this whole game. But those little bandages right there, and we're playing on a Game Boy right now, but those little bandages serve as currency to unlock other characters that you don't get from playing the Warp Zone levels. So if you can get, you know, if you don't want to do those level, okay, if you want to unlock all the characters, you're going to need to get all the bandages too, which again, they put them in frustrating and challenging spots. Oftentimes you can't see them, or they're freaking hard to get. So, you know, obviously it's just merry-go-round with those ones. You just got to freaking, you just keep going back in the stages until you get or find all of them and unlock all the stuff. So obviously these stages are replayable, and you know, it's kind of hard to get everything done in one go. You know, trying to get the bandages, trying to beat the stages in A+ rank. You know, it's just really hard to do. So you are going to be going around and around with this. There's a bandage I'm just going to skip. Not really worried about the bandages right now. I'm just going to play through the game, which is mostly what I do, and then I go back and get all the stuff afterwards. Alright, okay. These deteriorating blocks, man, they really get on my damn nerves. That become more apparent in some other stages. So we basically beat all the stages that are in the forest, which is the World 1. We're going to go into the Little Slugger boss battle. And basically, I don't know if I mentioned already, but Dr. Fetus has captured our girlfriend, and we're trying to save her. He has a wide array of bullshit to stop our Meat Boy right here. And this is just one of them. Fuck. I don't know if you guys can see those little squirrels running into the... I mean, it's the little things, guys. Running into the blades, look at, and blood gets applied. It's just the little things. And some of the stages, I don't know if you guys noticed that the Dark World stages are basically 8-bit versions of ourselves. And he's catching up with us. He's not going to kill us. Get to the end here. And there you go. There's the Little Slugger boss battle. Died a few times. But yeah, guys. Like I mentioned, this game is actually very difficult. I'm making it seem a lot easier than it is. And if you played it for the first time yourself, you guys would understand that. But I gotta admit, none of the deaths feel kind of cheap. All of the deaths feel like, okay, I didn't do this kind of jump right or something. So anyway, guys, that's just a little bit of Super Meat Boy. Might be doing a full playthrough of that. And we see that Dr. Fetus has escaped. And there's our squirrel buddy. All of them are dead. How evil can you get, man? But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There is chapter complete. And we'll get, next time you guys see me, we're going to be in chapter 2, which I think is the hospital. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I will catch you guys later.